Good morning, children. And after completing the nth term formula in arithmetic progression, the next big concept is the sum of n terms. How do we find out sum to n terms of an AP? Until 5.1, we were discussing about how to find out the nth term using the formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the only formula we were dealing. In this, there is a sub formula d is equal to second term minus first term or third term minus second term. This way we used to find out d, and first term is a of the series, and sometimes they used to give an and they used to ask us find out n, and sometimes they used to give us n and used to ask us find out a power n. Now it's time to move on to the next concept, that is sum of n terms. Now here, before going into this, let's listen to the story of Gauss. There is a mathematician and scientist named Gauss, and he was in a primary classes somewhere, and one day his teacher has given him a work of adding some 1 to 100 numbers, 1 2 3 so on up to 100 numbers. You find out the sum of 100 terms by adding two numbers each, 1 plus 2 3 3 plus 3. That's what the teacher expected, and she expected them to engage for enough time, and she thought that children will take at least an hour. By then she'll be able to complete her work, which is somewhat urgent. Then she observed one kid, a small kid of the class, being what we can say is busy, not busy doing things, and she thought he is not doing, and she immediately asked this kid, "Hey kid, why are you not doing the work I have given you?" But to her surprise, this kid has told, "Sir, I have completed your work." "Ma'am, I have completed your work." And then she wanted to confirm it, and she did see that calculation, and the answer was correct. That was 50. "Hey kid, how did you add 100 numbers so quick?" Then Gauss explains, "Madam, instead of adding two numbers together, I have added the very first term and the very last term, 1 plus 100. And then I have added the second term and the imaginary, he has imagined what's the previous term, 1 plus 2 plus 99. Then 3 with the previous term, 3 plus 98. And he observed a pattern. 1 plus 100 is 101, 2 plus 99 is 101, 3 plus 98 is 101. So in this way, for 100 terms, by adding two terms at once, he is going to get 50 101s, which when you multiply, you will get 50. So this is what he has explained. Now let's formulate it. For any series, A2, so on, n terms are there. So how can you add all the terms with a simple formula? Simple. We will add the first one and the last one, like he has done for 101, a plus an. And when you are coupling two numbers together, total n numbers will become n by 2. So n by 2 into a plus an. This is what is called sum of n terms, which we represent with Sn. So Sn is equal to formula sum of n terms. In this, do we remember any formula that we have learned in the previous exercise? Yes, that is the formula for the nth term. How do we find out? N by 2 into a plus sum of n terms, nth term, a plus n minus 1 into d. So we have, instead of an, we have written the formula for an, nth term we have learned in the exercise number 1. Now the formula becomes n by 2, a plus a, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So these are the two formulas we are going to use in this exercise quite often. In fact, in almost all the sums. Now, so these are the two formulas for finding nth term. Obviously, we will use them in two different cases. This case is when you know the first term, last term and number of terms. Then you will use this formula. In fact, if you know the first term, last term and the common difference, then it is easy to find out n. Sometimes we may have to find out n, like in my previous video, we will have to find out n, then we will have to substitute. So this is one formula, and the other formula and very important formula is direct one. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sometimes here an is called L, and here no more changes. Now d we know how to find out, that is second term minus first term. So this is how we are going to find. Now as I told you in the previous video, in this what are the factors? Sn, n, a, an. So out of these four, they may give you three terms clearly and they'll ask you to find out one term. It may be anything. Sometimes they'll give you as n, a and an, they'll ask you to find out Sn. Sometimes they'll give you these three and find out this one, like that. This way, once you have a formula, they may ask you to, we may be asked to find out whatever. In this case here, Sn, n, a, d. So there are here also we have four things. So out of these four we may get three, and we'll be asked to find out the fourth one. And we may have to use other techniques that we have learned in the exercise number 1 also. So let's directly go to the questions. So here they are. So here in the first term, first question, if you see, what is this? 2, 7, 12, so on up to 10 terms. So looking at the question, you can say what is A? A is the first term 2. D is T2 minus T1, that is 7 minus 2. Yeah, A2 minus A1, 7 minus 2, that is 5. And 10 terms, that is n is equal to 10. You have A, you have D, you have n. So simply you'll find out Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Simply simplify, when you substitute all the things in this formula, you will directly get the answer. Here also the same case, but here the a is negative 37 and d is equal to second term minus third term minus 33 minus of minus 37. So plus 37 minus 33, 4. So d is equal to 4, a is equal to minus 37, n is equal to how many terms they're asking? 12 terms. So here there also you can find out. And similarly in question number 3 and question number 4, we have to be very careful while finding d. A is very obvious, that is 1.6, and in this question a is equal to 1 by 15. So both cases you have a clearly, but d is equal to second term minus first term, 1.7 minus 0.6, which is 0.9. So here d, and n is given as 100. Simply you'll have to substitute these things in the formula and find out. And the fourth one I am going to do for you. So the fourth one, a is equal to 1 by 15, d is equal to 1 by, second term minus first term, 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15. Once you do the LCM, what is LCM of 12 and 5? Either you can do that way or we will do that way directly. So or direct method, 15 into 1 15 minus 12 into 1 12 by 15 into 12. Yeah, 12 into 15, whatever you call. 15 minus 12, 3 by 15 into 12, 3 4s are, so 1 by 60. So this is D. Here you have to be very careful, because while involving fractions, addition and subtraction, you people tend to do mistakes very easily. So here once again, how did we do directly? 15 ones are 15 here, and here 15 ones are 15, 12 ones are 12, and minus symbol as it is I have taken, and the denominators, both the denominators I have multiplied. So 15 minus 12 is 3, and 15 into 12 I have left as it is. So 3 and 4, 12 I have got, 3 4 times 12, so 15 4s are 60. So 1 by 60 is D, and this is A. We have A, we have D, and we have n also. All we need to do is to find out the sum of n terms. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Let's substitute. D we have 11, so 11 by 2. 2 into a. A we have 1 by 15, 2a is 2 by 15. Plus n minus 1, 11 minus 1, 10. Into d, what do we got D? 1 by 60. So while doing these things, you will have to keep it in bracket, 0, 0 cancel. So 2 by 15 plus 1 by 6. You have to add this, and you have to multiply it with 11 by 2. So this is what we are supposed to do. Let's do it in the next page. So that is 11 by 2 into, what's that? 2 by 15 and 1 by 6. 2 by 15 plus 1 by 6. So 11 by 2, 6 2s are 12 plus 15 2s are 15 1s are 15 by 15 6 are 90. So 11 by 2 into 27 by 90, 9 3s are 9 10s are. Is there anything that else we can cut? No. So 11 3s are 33 by 2 10s are 20. So this is the sum of those n terms. It's just simplification and nothing else. Now moving on to this part, that is the second question. We have this, like here we have a 7, d is equal to 10 and half minus 7, that is 3 and half, that is automatically 7 by 2. Now, and the last term also we have an is equal to 84. All you need to use the very first formula that Gauss has told us, n is equal to n by 2 into a plus an. But here you have an, you have a. What you need is n. N value we don't have. For that we will have to find n using how we used to find out in the previous video. We have said how to find out n when an is known. Let's do it for once. Now our primary task is to find n. For that 84 is nth term is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. What's our a? Our a is 7 plus n we don't know minus 1 into d. 3 and half 7 by 2 is what we got there. So 84. So let's move this 7 to the other side. 84 minus plus 7 will come transfers to the other side and become minus 7. That is 77 is equal to n minus 1 into 7 by 2. This 7 by 2 when you send to the other side, n minus 1 is equal to 77 into 7 by 2 becomes 2 by 7. 7 11s are 11 2s are 22. N minus 1 is equal to 22. N is equal to 23. So this is an extra task we are having in these kind of sums. In these three sums, you will have to find out first the n. So after you get n is equal to 23, here you have a, you have d, and you have an, and n is equal to 23 you got. Simply you can substitute in this formula, that is 23 by 2 into first term plus last term, that is 7 plus 84. This is how you are going to solve the sum. So this is how you are going to do the second Roman, and in the third Roman it's up to you how you are going to try, because each question is different. In third Roman you will be having different parameters. For example, in the first question you have Sn, n, an. Find n first. Here clearly it is given. Now how we have done the same way, we will be finding n and then we will be finding Sn. Okay, and in second question we have a and a13. So a13 when you have and a you have, well, you need to find out n minus 1 into d, whereas 13 is our n here. Okay, a13 is equal to a plus 12d. So you have a13 and a, you need to find out d. Once you have d, you have a, n and a13, you have to find out s13, n by 2 into the a plus a13. So that is the formula. You will do it. Similarly, try all these sums. Wherever you find any doubt, let me know. We will be discussing about those terms in detail in the next class. Thank you.